I first came to Australia 10 years ago to the Sunshine Coast, but really wanted to experience tropical medicine in a more rural location. So I made my way north, was here as a registrar before moving south to complete my training in infectious diseases. But really nothing compared, and so after working down south, I really missed what far north Queensland had to offer.
One of the main advantages from a medical perspective of working in far north Queensland is that you do have the opportunity to see a lot of particularly interesting infectious disease admissions. We've had people admitted with malaria, melioidosis, leptospirosis and other tropical infections.
You get quite a general exposure to clinical scenarios and clinical problems. Often you're expected to chip in and help everyone else out, and so you get this breadth of exposure to lots of different people with lots of different medical problems.
Another thing that's quite different is that a lot of patients, due to the remoteness of the area that we cover, is that some patients do present quite late in their illness, which allows you to see quite good pathology and get that experience of dealing with very sick and complex patients.
With all of our basic physician trainees, they'll be able to rotate through at least 6 months of subspecialty training during their basic physician training, and you're able to do all of your basic physician training in northern Queensland. The only requirement would be to go to a small rural hospital for a period of 3 months, and so being able to provide medical services to these communities is very, very fulfilling.
I've always felt very well supported in all of my rotations that I've done up here, both as a junior doctor and also as part of my basic training. I've had a number of different learning opportunities. I've worked in rural areas. Doing rural time has further enabled me to build my confidence in dealing with more complicated patients.
As a trainee here, you have the opportunity to travel to remote Indigenous communities to provide medical support. That includes Thursday Island, Bamaga, and then all of the areas in the Cape York Peninsula.
Always had very good consultants that are very humble, very approachable, which is why I try and learn as much as I could from them. So I was recently given an award for research within the Department of Medicine. There are a lot of very good research opportunities and a lot of consultants that are very interested in research.
In northern Queensland, every day is a great day. It's always beautiful weather. So when I get some spare time, you'll usually find me on the beach, just casting a line, or I'll be out on the reef fishing, chasing after some Spanish mackerel or some big coral trout.
I've played netball since I was 7 years old. So it's always something that I've loved. This year I joined a team without knowing anyone in my team, and the club was very welcoming.
And everyone's really happy, everyone's really supportive, and everyone has that same goal to improve the care of people living up here. If you show an interest and want to live here and stay even longer, well, everyone's even happier about that.